only with your leadership as the tenants of NYCHA. And I do want to say also that yes, we should push a people's budget, but we should also push a plan for a people's NYCHA. And what does that look like? That looks like a NYCHA that is managed and controlled by the tenants who live in NYCHA.
Yeah, now you talking, baby.
NYCHA has a board of directors. Can anybody tell me how many directors are in the board of NYCHA? 7. Can anybody tell me who appoints them? The mayor, yes. Can anybody tell me how many NYCHA tenants sit on the board? 3. Mary's right. Mary, you get a cookie. 3 tenants are appointed by the mayor. All right, now tell me, is 3 the majority? So that means that no matter how much those 3 people in NYCHA say no to R.A.D, the other 4 are going to just say yes to R.A.D. Because the mayor appointed them. And if the mayor wants something, those 4 are going to say, well, the mayor put me here, so I'm going to vote yes to what the mayor wants. So what I propose is a democratic council that manages NYCHA. What does that look like? Well, every NYCHA building has a tenant association. And every tenant association in NYCHA is elected by the tenants of that development. So why don't we just have a council where every president in NYCHA developments manage NYCHA? Isn't that a democracy? Do we not live in a democracy? We don't, right? But we should be living in one. Because that's what they taught me in school. That we live in a so-called democracy. So we should practice and live in a society where we practice democracy. And I think that's what that democracy looks like in NYCHA. Yeah, exactly. He's saying that we're not seen, that y'all are not seen. Mary wants to say something.
Even though they have residents on that board, the executives that work for NYCHA still go behind those residents' backs and do as they want. So you need to understand, just because you have residents sitting on that board, their voices aren't supposed to be heard because the chair and the other NYCHA employees are doing as they please. We need residents that are going to be heard. As for having the tenants association residents, I don't agree with that. I agree that residents that have knowledge of what NYCHA is about should be on that board. What is right and what is wrong. Residents who keep their eye on that chair and ensure that that chair is doing the right thing for the residents. But right now, we don't have that representation up here on the next level. We need NYCHA to be out. We need people in NYCHA that actually care about housing and want to preserve it, not destroy it. And that's what we, as a whole, need to fight for. We need, the chairperson before this one, she was about finance. She knew nothing about housing. So how are you going to put someone in a position where they don't know how to run a housing development? They know nothing about the housing. All they know is about money. And we don't need somebody who knows about money. We need somebody who knows how to be a decent landlord. Because they're trying to destroy public housing. They're taking us out bit by bit. But because we're being quiet, they're being allowed to do it. Now what you need to do, I'm not pointing fingers, what we need to do is fight. We have rights. Public housing is a human right. It's a human right. And we deserve to maintain it. Not the city of New York. We need to demand that they preserve it. Just like they can preserve, every time you get to do elected official, how much taxpayer money do they following Grace mentioned. Look at all that money because they want to live up. They're just one family. They need to take that money and fix our homes. Because we are taxpayers. And the money should be going back to the property taxes. So I'm going to hand this back to you. We need to demand that the people they put on their mental executive board are residents that care.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with a lot of you. Yeah, what's going on with this money? When they turn around and, raise mansion, that money should be used for us. But the problem is, like you were talking, yes, we should have residents that are on the board. But you know what? Some of these residents are on the take. Hate to say it, it's too much corruption. Not just constantly bringing tenants all the time. That's what they do. And what they want to do is be race upon race. And that's wrong. They shouldn't do that. And we have to see above that. Okay? We have to show them that we are people. Because we're all people. Doesn't matter. Black, brown, purple, green. We're all going through the same problem. We're going to lose our homes if we allow the mayor and everybody else, or Johnson's office, whoever elected official is down with R.A.D. There's a lot of state presidents that are down with R.A.D. And they don't even know an inkling of the consequences of future generations, what it will cause. So we have to come together, all the girls, doesn't matter who we are, black, white, purple, green, like I said, we are all people, and we deserve a decent place to live, decent and clean. So what we have to do is march again at the mayor's office, march again and say, give us this money. Forget about R.A.D. Give us this money. Fix where we live. Give us more police officers if we need it for crime, whatever the case may be. We need this. And we all have to stand together. United we stand, divided we fall.
I'm Joyce at Gold Parks. I live across the street in Penn South, and I'm from Chelsea, supporters of Fulton Housing. I'm a justice secretary of I think that the people's budget is a very good idea. The city knows how to find a budget. The city knows how to find the money, but they're not doing it. So we'll do it. We'll show them, and we'll embarrass them and say, look, the money is there. Go get it. But it's a strategy. It's a strategy of talk and fight. Because they won't listen to us unless we fight. We don't put all eggs in one basket. We just don't rely on elected officials to pass things. I am so impressed with the Fulton tenants. The Fulton tenants. But they took a lot when their homes were threatened. Many are not young. Many ride in the chairs and walk with dreams. But they are there talking all the time and talking about what they're doing. They're petitioning, they're demonstrating, they're going to these hearings where they petition inside them when they come back and they say, no R.A.D, no privatization, no demolition. This is what does it. Yes, have a people's budget, but fight at the same time. I am so proud to work with you, Fulton tenants. Let's hear it today.
People are trying to please, they're passing around an exit survey. It's a letter that shows your support for the people's budget. So we're going to wrap up in about 5 more minutes. Someone else wants to speak? Come down here, please. And before you go and sign those letters, that's an exit survey. That's a letter that is going to be sent to the politicians to say that you support the people's budget. But please, stay in your seat. I want to hear from one more person.
Yeah. First of all, I got a
thank you for the people that organized that meeting, because I know that it's not easy to do something like this. The time and the logistics that are involved are very difficult. So just for the fact that we have in this meeting, I thank you all for organizing. That being said, out of the 5 possible solutions, financial solutions, my choice would be the number 5, with the big corporations, asking them for 1% of the profits that they make. I think that's the most doable solution. Okay? That is an answer to your question. I also want to suggest that with all due respect, that in addition to the 5 possible solutions, financially, you should incorporate one social improvement or solution. And why do I say that? It's because as I know, the housing administration is the enemy of the tenants. They don't talk to us like we are on the same level. If you're the administrative worker, when I go to you, you think that I'm going to ask you for a favor. But I'm not. I'm demanding what is due to me as a tenant. And that needs to be improved. That is something that should be incorporated with the 5 possible financial solutions. And with this, I will end. I'm trying to make a point. My mother, she passed recently, about a year ago. She lived in the Elliott development for 41 and a half years. 41 and a half years. I wasn't even there for so many years, but when I got married, I left. And I went to live elsewhere. Finally, I came back, and I was on the lease for about 4 or 5 years. Okay? This is not the time to complain, but I'm trying to make a point. After being in the lease for about 4 and a half years, my mother passes, and I get a letter from housing telling me that I need to come to the office to discuss the remaining of the time that I have in the apartment. That is what I'm talking about, that in addition to the 5 possible financial solutions, we need to have an improvement in the relationship between the administration of housing and the tenants. That's my solution, my suggestion. And with that, I thank you one more time for organizing this meeting. Thank you.
We have someone here from an outside group. I want to give him a chance to speak. He's from the Northern Jail Group. If he'd like to come up here and speak for just a few closing minutes before we go on our plan, he's here to talk about why it's a priority to take the $10 million from the jails and use it for housing.
Peace, everybody. How you doing? So, basically, the mayor wants to close Rikers Island. Well, they don't really want to close Rikers Island because there's no guarantee to close Rikers Island. What they're saying is that they want Rikers Island to close 10 years from now. They want Rikers Island to close 10 years from now. They want Rikers Island to close 10 years from now and build 40 jails in this place at the cost of $10 billion. Who here has had anyone in their family spend time on Rikers Island in any jail in New York City? A lot of people that are on Rikers Island live in what? NYCHA. They live in NYCHA. About 85% of people on Rikers Island are there because they can't afford bail and have not seen the judge. Less than 10% of the people on Rikers Island actually get sentenced to a serious crime that sends them upstate. So why do we need to invest $10 billion in 4 new jails that are just going to lock our people up when you can spend that $10 billion to make sure they have a home to come to, so that they can have programs within NYCHA, not just fixing up the brick and mortar in NYCHA, but actually putting in after school programs, vocational training, actually paying the tenants themselves to be able to train them to do the repairs themselves if they need to, if they wish to. There's a lot of possibilities that
we can do with that. And then using the way the city planning is rushing this plan through. These people, they don't want us here. Untold billions in corporate welfare, you see it in the paper right there. When they did Hudson Yards, everybody knows, they took that money from y'all to build Hudson Yards. Because they said it was an economically depressed area. We are not a priority. Locking us up and displacing us, that's the priority. So I just want to say that the No New Jails campaign fully supports fighting for NYCHA, and we want to do anything that's within our power to help spread this to all the 5 boroughs. This Sunday, we're going to do it again in Brownsville. And we hope to get some folks to join in on the fight on your side. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The more people who find out about our plan, the more people support it. Your part in all of this is to help spread the word.
Hi guys, my name is Dr. Lara and I'm from Fulton Houses. I live in one of the buildings they want to demolish. And I'm against that and I'm against R.A.D. Now, I am going to give our elected officials the benefit of the doubt because they sent a letter out to put a hold on it. So now we're just waiting to see, maybe give them a couple of weeks if the money is going to come up to fix Fulton Houses. So thank you and let's save NYCHA.
Okay, thank you so much. I just want to make sure that everybody has a copy of the exit survey, which is a letter. That's a letter that's addressed to the elected officials. Please make sure you have a copy of that letter. If you can support the people's budget, please sign that letter. By a show of hands, from all of the information you heard tonight, by a show of hands, does the people's budget sound reasonable for you to support? Raise your hand and say yes.
Yes!
Okay, this looks like a majority. I'm not going to do a count. Does this look like a majority? Raise your hand. Marnie, take video. Take video, Marnie. Hold up your hand. Hold your hand.
Yes.
Hold your hand. Wave your hand. This is going to be our the first time we're voting in a town hall for this people's budget. Thank you so much. That means the people's budget passes. Please sign that letter. Please sign those letters. We're making you tonight because we're saying the money exists. Thank you so much. Does anyone have any closing remarks? George, please say the closing prayer with us.
I just want to say, when the people leave, the leaders follow. Remember that.